came here to take over the game. Yeah. Still. You know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. So it's just a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exactly what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah. And Ben Worthy like 42 on the Lakers.
Good evening, and you're welcome. You are now rocking with the best. We are the Politics as Usual NBA podcast, where we're covering everything NBA related, and we'll occasionally throw some snicker talk. I'm here with my man Pots and Pans, the one and only AC Luciano. What's up, man?
Moving keys like a piano. Can't remember who said that back in the day, but that was crazy. That was crazy. What up, brother?
Man, glad to be on with you, man, for episode 21. What's the deal?
121, Jack.
Old enough to have a drink, not old enough to rent a car, though. It's a weird number for renters.
Hopefully this episode won't be crazy like Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett wore 21.
Lord.
Stuff.
Lord. All I do now is look for him on Instagram now.
He is hilarious.
Lord.
Yes, sir.
Man. Yeah, what we got tonight, sir?
Well, we got another hot show for you guys. Let's hop right in. We're going to start with the ladies. Start with the ladies. Caitlin Clark, Jack. Incredible. We're going to talk about Caitlin Clark. She had a big game the other night. I don't know if you saw the basketball contest.
Watched every minute of it. Watched every second of the basketball contest. She hit three, and the commentator was like, "She's possessed." I was crying.
Iowa defeated LSU 94-87. Caitlin had a semi-good game. She had 41 points, 9 threes, 12 assists, and 7 rebounds.
Yeah,
incredible game, to say the least.
Exciting from end to end. I've been really watching a lot of the NCAA, the women's side for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
So they had almost 13 million people watching in 2000. That's beat so many. I think it beat every baseball game, college football game, except for like one in the playoffs. The numbers was crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know what? And not to bring him up, but LeBron James brought up a good point. It's because they stay to school longer, and you could build a rivalry.
Yeah.
See, back in the day, we would watch the UConns, the Dukes, North Carolinas,
Georgetown during our day.
Yeah. We would watch them for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Now the one and done is really, I think, did a disservice to the men's game, but the women are popping, man.
But hopefully the NIL money will help with that, because these guys and girls are making money in college now. No need to really run to the pros just yet.
I want them to stay, man, and develop that and give us that kind of top quality action, because we still have, even though my girl Juju Watkins, who I love her game.
Yeah, she's a dog.
She's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, she's gonna be good.
South Carolina's still there. That's a big buzz on Staley. UConn's
big, yeah.
Phenomenal. These women are not playing, man. But Caitlin Clark, she's up here.
She's the real deal. And Ice Cube, as you guys may know, made an offer to her to play 5 games in the Big Three. Offered to give her $5 million.
When I see
the Big Three, I'm not sold on that though, Jack. I don't know.
When I saw him do that, I was like, he's trying to go to jail trying to buy a white woman in public like that. I was like, I know you Ice Cube, but you ain't that cold. I was like, yo, slow down. Man, they come and shut that hole. It'd be one-on-one. It won't even be a Big Three, it'd be the big one.
Yeah.
So, but she can, that's a great marketing employee for him, though.
Absolutely. It brought him so much attention. Yeah, real smart.
Yeah, man. But Caitlin Clark, salute. And watching, I'm going to see if her and Iowa goes against UConn. That's going to be another great game.
Yeah, man. She has been exciting to watch, man. She's taking her talents to the WNBA after this year.
And so is Angel Reese. Yeah.
Yeah.
First off, did not. They're funny. I was doing it because I'm doing a piece with what's his name, Lil Yachty. He performed at the All-American game.
Yeah.
And I was digging around, and Caitlin and Angel Reese played the same year for the ladies' All-American game. So since high school, their careers have been moving at the same pace, which is crazy.
It's almost like a female Magic versus Bird.
You nailed
like
it.
It has the same similar type of feel. And shout out to Reese. She had a bar earlier. She said, "I trust this next chapter because I know the author." That's a bar.
That's something I would say. That's something.
That was a bar there, Jack.
I got Rashad Grove written all over it.
And shout out to her. She had like 17 and 20. People said she had a bad game. Anytime
Crazy.
17 and 20 is a bad game.
20, man. And she played very well.
Yeah.
They were just up against a machine.
Right.
Everything went Ohio State's way for sure.
Yeah. So shout out to Iowa and Caitlin Clark. Let's move on, Jack. So before the game on Tuesday night, our boy Embiid held up the sign. I'm back. Embiid is back, Jack. Had a decent game when he came back. 24 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. I got that win over Oklahoma City Thunder, 105-109. That was it. We needed that game, Jack.
I was going crazy.
He hit some big free throws down the stretch. So it's exciting to see Embiid back in South Philly, Jack.
Buddy, I'm psyched for sore eyes, as they say. And just even though he wasn't his usual self, his presence makes the game easier for everybody else.
Right.
And I can't wait to see him. This is the perfect team for him. With a slasher like Oubre, Hield, Batum out there can guard the bigs and guys on the wing. And Maxey wasn't even there. Yeah. I just love it. Nick Nurse, as a Sixer fan, you got to be so excited and watch him get his legs back and see how far they can go. Hopefully, man, they can. I don't know if the 6th seed is asking too much, but wherever they go, you don't want to see them in the first round. But I was thinking about this for the Sixers to advance. We need Embiid at 35 and 12. He can't be very good. You can't beat the Celtics at very good. He's got to be exceptional and great if they're going to play with them.
Right. But hopefully by the time that they get to the Celtics, hopefully it's in the Western Conference Finals. Hopefully we can make a way to possibly avoid them until then, at least the second round.
I would love that because they'll, right about now, we'll get to later, they'll wax the Bucks.
Yeah. And like you said, Embiid didn't necessarily have his legs back in front of him, but you figure with these last, what they got, about 7 more games left before the playoffs start, they are – unless they can get to that 6th seed, they're going to be in the play-in. So they'll have a couple extra games, hopefully not many. But hopefully by then he can play himself back into shape, Jack. And, if you get Maxey back and you get those guys start to gel together at the right time, Sixers could be exciting to watch come playoff time, Jack.
Man, listen, that dude, that brace he had on was humongous.
Yeah.
They had probably had to custom make that one for a 7'2" guy weighing over 300. He pulled that joint. I was like, yo. But, man, he let me know he was fine. He's still throwing himself on the ground, which I hate.
I hate that.
But I hate it. Willing to mix it up like, yo. I was arguing with somebody like 2 years ago. I said, nobody is on the ground. They were talking about AD's on the ground. I said, you don't watch the Sixers.
Yeah.
Because Embiid is always on the pavement.
Our boy was in the crowd with that big Roman numeral 3 on his chest. AI was in the crowd. Yes. I think Embiid thinks he's secretly AI the way he hits the ground. You are not a 5'10" guard from
that's how you get that. Hampton. So you got the latest injury, man, on the ground. No.
Get up. Stay on. Fall less.
Stand up straight.
Stand up straight.
God,
you don't see giraffes hitting the ground like that.
Never, man. When the giraffe hits the ground, I'm a Disney Nat Geo guy. When a giraffe is on the ground, it's over.
It's over.
Can't even get back up.
Right. He needs to live life like a giraffe. You do not need to hit the ground ever. But
it was killing me. No, the first quarter, I was like, yo, he gonna get hurt again.
It's terrifying, man.
Yo,
it's like it's scary to watch. Every time he hits the ground, you like hold your breath.
Yeah,
But they have a big game tonight, though, Jack. They play Miami tonight, so it's a lot. A lot going on in that game. Obviously, the Jimmy Butler, former team. That's our boy Kyle Lowry's former team. So he's been playing well for the Sixers. So
I'm about to say we got to give it to him. Yeah, some great plays on the game against OKC for sure.
Yeah, he looks like to be in shape. So shout out to whoever is keeping him away from gyms, keeping him away from the soft pretzels, the water ice.
Ishka Bibbles,
keeping him away. Ishka Bibbles.
Man, I want one right now.
His Tootsies, he seems to be staying away from all the good
out of there.
spots. Yeah. So shout out to his personal chef, whoever is looking out for it.
Yes.
All right, Jack, let's move on, Jack. So another big matchup the other night, Jack, the Joker versus Wemby, Jack, and they did not disappoint, Jack. The Joker had 42, 16 rebounds and 6 assists. And Wemby had 23, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, and 9 blocks, Jack. That's video game numbers, Jack.
Slim, man. Yo, he blocked like 4 times too, man.
Yeah, the Joker ended up pulling that thing out 110 to 105. But the Joker is going to have his hands full with Wemby in the next couple years, Jack. That is going to be a fun matchup to watch for years to come.
And unlike Embiid, he's going to have to play him 4 or 5 times a year. And
in
so
that West.
That is one. And Joker's supposed to give him 70 like Embiid. Settle that young bull down. But that was a great game, man. And just to see, the Joker really had to raise his level of play. And this kid, 19 years old, man.
The Joker blocking his shot. After the game, the Joker said, yeah, he blocked my shot 3 or 4 times, but we got the win. Yes. So, keep your eyes on the prize.
Shout out to Joker because he's always clean. Oh, his suit game.
Always clean. He's a throwback 90s guy when it comes to getting to and from the games.
Oh, my God. I was like, yo, that's how I love that look. I know everybody want to have. I've seen Scotty Barnes on something, and I want him suspended and fined.
Those pants he had on?
Those pants was, dog, you are not, y'all ain't runway models?
I saw Grant for what's my man's
Grant Williams?
Not Grant Williams. Grant that plays for Jeremy Grant. And he looked like he had on, I don't know what it was. It looked like a dress, but like it was supposed to be like fashion. It looked like something that Brandi would have had on in I Want to Be Down video. And it just but like it didn't even look fashionable. Yeah, you're 6'11", like, and even the pants that Scotty Barnes had on, like, man, everything is just so outlandish that it's like,
and you got to be really good to pull that off. Like Harden, remember Harden, and that's why they was clowning Kuzma so much
with that big sweater.
Yo, my God, Harden and Russell used to pull it off, but Scotty Barnes. I keep threatening the segment. That should have been my segment tonight. Knock it off, Scotty Barnes, Jerry.
Yeah, we do got that segment in the tuck. Knock it off. All the people that need to knock it off. Yeah, but Joker versus Wemby, Jack, did not disappoint, and that's going to be something to keep our eyes on, Jack, for years to come. Like you said, 4 times a year, we are in for a treat, and they did not disappoint with that game, Jack. All right, Jack, let's move on, Jack. Timberwolves situation. Yikes. What is going on in Minnesota, Jack?
Yo, gotta pay those. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my whole bills?
I don't think you can.
Exactly what happened with me, and you were through. The dude said, nope. He said, this is the perfect timing. They can't pay. Ant-Man is exploding. I want my team back. Even though
it's mine.
He said, you ain't gonna get the majority no more. That's what they wanted. And here's what's funny. I see A-Rod and them threaten litigation. This could get ugly, and this is the kind of stuff when you have those ownership battles in public that the stars don't want anything to do with. I was watching, I saw Hulu is dropping a documentary on Donald Sterling before he sold the Clippers. That's gonna be crazy when they start digging in that. So man, who knows what's going on in Minnesota? But I'm like, yo, he said, and I don't know how they can beat him. If y'all had the deal, y'all supposed to pay on March 27th. He said, I need in mind, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's funny now, but now they got to be at the meetings together.
Yeah, 1.5 million. And A-Rod and his partner still own, 40% of the team?
Yep.
So they're still involved. But A-Rod and his partner said that they did come up with the money in the nick of time as of Wednesday. But the current ownership is saying, nah, no, you didn't. And basically what they said was, if you're struggling to come up with this money, how are you going to pay the luxury tax?
Ain't gonna pay the luxury. How you gonna pay? They building suites and all that. Building suites for A-Rod. Like, yo, A-Rod, I hope you're listening. If you lose out on this, again, if you lost out on this, the Hall of Fame and J.Lo, knock it off.
Knock it off. Spend less time tanning and get serious.
Yeah, man, but this wouldn't be a big story if it was the regular Timberwolves, but they are on the brink of becoming a Western. Y'all probably got the top between him and Ja. If Ja's going to return to form, which I expect him to do next year, they have the top American ball players in the league. And he's going to do nothing. When y'all get him in the Olympics next year, he's going to explode.
Yeah.
Oh man, you want to have a stable franchise for a star like that.
Yeah, it's not a good look, like you said, them bickering back and forth. Even for the current ownership, it's not a good look for this to be so public. I mean, Ant-Man's young, but he's paying attention, Jack. His people are paying attention. And the question might come into play. Is this the type of place we want to play at that, kind of has all this turmoil? But they're building this thing with the hopes that Ant-Man is going to be here. So they got to get more stable, Jack, if they want to keep this team together. Because you figure Cat is still relatively young. They got some relatively young pieces. They got how old is Rudy? He's not a spring chicken, but
he may be 30.
Yeah, so he's got at least another. The way he plays, he's got at least another 5 years of blocking shots and getting rebounds. So they got to get that thing together.
Yeah, COVID aged him. Got people thinking he's 40. Nah, he's not that old. People still ain't forgive him for giving us COVID. He gave the world COVID that night.
Man, I'll never forget that night, Jack. That was crazy. Him touching the mic, thinking it was funny. You talk about a joke backfiring.
Yo, the ultimate joke. I thought he would never recover for that. Next thing you know, we stuck in the house.
Yeah, and him and what's my man's name for the Cavs now?
Mitchell,
our boy. Him and Donovan Mitchell, like that kind of soured their relationship. They haven't been the same since.
That thing went down the crapper.
The crapper.
Yo, they shipped them both out, man. I was like, I thought Rudy was done.
Blew up that whole team, man. So we'll have to keep our eyes on this situation in Minnesota, Jack. Hopefully, for their sake, they get it together, Jack. And hopefully, this situation is not a distraction come playoff time, because this is the first time in years, you figure since KG was there, that they're number one spot in the West they're fighting for. Like, this is a big deal out there in Minnesota.
I believe it said this may be the first time they get out the first round since KG, because KG only got out when they went to the finals against the Lakers. What's that, man? 03? Like,
with Sam Cassell and
maybe earlier than that. Oh, that's a long time.
Sprewell, that was a tough team, Jack.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Jack. So we'll have to keep our eye out there in Minnesota, Jack. So let's move on, Jack. The Bucks. So unserious. They might as well put a pool party on Bucks. Pool party might as well just go to the Bucks.
Yo, if you run back these episodes, nobody thought the Bucks was going to be a bigger threat than me. I was sold. You cannot have told me that they would lose to these back-to-back games to the Wizards
and the Grizzlies.
Yo, and Triple J was just taking it to Giannis. I couldn't believe my eyes. And somebody said when Giannis fell, he just he's a more athletic AD.
Right.
If that was AD, that would have made the story. It'd have been everywhere. AD got ran over. But even though Dame wasn't there, you gotta win that game because the East is so tight. They could fall in. Ain't nobody catching the Celtics. Man, they could fall down a couple seeds.
Yeah, 3 or 4 spot.
Yeah.
And you figured like that was a gimme in your schedule. The Wizards one night, and then the following night, the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies got booters on the team. I think Rick Middleton's on there, B-Dub. It's all players that like, you know what I mean? Like all their original players are hurt.
Yes.
Those are gimme games. And then you can't lose to the Wizards. You lost to the Wizards 117 to 113, and you lost to the Grizzlies by 10.
Yo. Oh, you know who was sick? The Gamblers. See, that was such a tempting game. You're like, of course they're gonna win by 10. No, they ain't.
Listen, look. All the gamblers looking to see whose name you gonna say.
yo. I'm no snitch. But y'all know who you are. but
you know who you are.
But I saw those scores, I couldn't believe it, man. I was stunned. And you got Giannis, you still got Middleton, Lopez, everybody. But Dave, you need those games. And Doc Rivers blaming everybody but the real problem. He's saying y'all ain't professional, y'all ain't packing the clothes right, the plane ain't right, everything is wrong. Y'all gotta start looking in that mirror, man.
Anytime somebody try to point the finger at Doc, he's dodging.
Doc, man,
yo.
It's like what Denzel said on Fences. Strike 2. What's right, guy?
Yeah, man.
And obviously, like two black coaches got fired for the same team in the same season. That'll set us back 65 years.
Listen. He keep this up. He may not make it to the. They might fire him in the playoffs.
It's looking wild. I want y'all to know the Unserious Bucks. I can't believe it, man.
And like you said, Lillard wasn't there, but you figured that team should be able to beat those two teams, and they need Lillard back soon. Jack, he's out with a groin injury, but maybe a little bit of rest in there. They might be, and even Doc Rivers said he wanted to pull Giannis the other night just because he looked like he was running on fumes. Giannis and Dame have to do too much.
Yeah.
For that team to win, which is weird. Like you need the heroics of Dame time in order to win certain games that they should be blowing teams out. They lost to the Grizzlies by 10. They should have beat the Grizzlies by 20.
Easy.
Grizzlies
didn't even think they was going to win.
No.
They was stunned.
And we're talking about home games. Like they're losing home games in a bad way. They're in trouble out there, Jack.
Trouble.
They are in trouble out there. All right, Jack, let's move on, Jack. So Los Angeles Lakers, Jack, getting hot at the right time, making a push, Jack.
They be
making a push out there in the West Coast.
Like the Heat. LeBron James this week, it's insane. I know y'all tired of hearing this saying that, but it's the truth. I watched him against Brooklyn hit 9 threes.
Then and people will argue it's Brooklyn. But he's
you still got to shoot the shot.
And these are professional players. Like you make it sound like these are players at Kerr Park or something. Like these are professionals.
No, man, these are pros out here, man. Because Cam Johnson on the other side, he was putting them up too, man. If he put it together, he could be something special. I like
it. And the Nets have a decent team. We thought that the Nets would be pretty good this year.
I thought they had the 4th and 5th seed. I thought that when Ben Simmons says no. Y'all ain't gonna get that, but
I would prefer for us not to have the 4th seed.
I'm watching LeBron fade away threes. You can tell, man, when he got that pep in his step and he got the young juice going, it's over. That's why he's so dangerous in the series because you get 2-3 days rest. That's why he's so effective put him in the series against mostly anybody to come out victorious because he gets that rest. And he was flying over them dudes. He was flying over the Wizards, elbowing people. And 8-1, and I saw Gabe Vincent. And people forget that was their big free agent signing.
Yeah.
When I saw them get Gabe, I was like, they have a lights out shooter. Because y'all remember what Gabe did against the Celtics? It was unbelievable, him and Max Strus.
Yeah, they had him picked to be possibly the Finals MVP, the Eastern Conference MVP between him and Butler. So that was the big pickup for this year. And you figure everybody is starting to get healthy at the right time, and you figure shout out to AD, Jack. As many games, you got to give it to him. Yes. This is the AD that we had top 5 in the league a couple years ago.
Finally.
And to see him return back to form, Austin Reeves looks like the Austin Reeves that we saw last year, playoff time. And we'll get to Russell later, but they are getting hot at the right time in typical Lakers fashion. Like I said last week, Laker fans believe, listen, all we got to do is get to the playoffs. And Laker fans believe, as long as we get to the playoffs, we can win it if we get hot at the right time, and they're doing it, Jack.
I think it's nobody I would pick over the Lakers. Of course, Denver. That's just a bad matchup because AD at that 5. That's the only thing. They had a legit banger. You need a banger for Jokic. But man, the Clippers. You trying to convince me that the Clippers we've been saying is going to beat LeBron in the series? The Suns are going to beat the OKC. They too young. Maybe the Timberwolves in Sacramento with Monk being out and Herter. Now they're not as much of a threat, unfortunately. Man, the Lakers, man, in the series with a healthy LeBron.
Yeah, a fresh AD? LeBron and AD getting the form. And AD has something to prove, Jack. So AD is playing like he has something to prove. And the Lakers, they're gelling at the right time. Like it's
you see Jackson Hayes get that dunk?
Between the legs,
he got a lot of heart coming off the bench doing that because that could have went the other way.
But that just goes to show you
they're having a ball.
Yeah, and did you see the bench when he did it? The bench was excited, and that's what you need to see, Jack. So we're in April, and we knew it around this time would be right around the time that they would get hot, and it's starting to come together at the right time, Jack. But speaking of the Lakers,
the 3 at if he's going to shoot the 3 this good, he can play 5 more years as a spot-up shooter. He can add years on.
And we said it before. Imagine a 42-year-old LeBron James. That's your 3rd best player that can erupt for 40 on any given night. Especially come playoff time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Lakers looking good.
So speaking of the Lakers, Jack, let's move on to your favorite segment next. Don't sleep. Who are we not sleeping on this week, Jack?
Jack, don't be sleeping on D'Angelo Russell. I did some homework. It's the All-Star break. This dude's been averaging 20 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. That is your 3rd leading scorer. If they get that production from him, because when he gets going, what I love about him, he has no fear. He'll shoot it. He be shooting like LeBron ain't on the team sometimes. You know what drives me crazy about him? He'll shoot when nobody's down on defense. It's a fundamental basketball. Like, wait till somebody gets down and he don't care. But I love his the way he's been playing. Maybe those trade rumors. Now the Lakers, it's almost like they got a trade because they got a new Russell.
Yeah.
His game has elevated. Now it's not just about him getting stats. I think his game has elevated the likes of Reeves. They got a chemistry now.
Yeah.
I've noticed Russell been hitting the cutter's back door. This little stuff like that's winning plays, man.
And I think one of the most telling things was that game that he passed the ball to LeBron. LeBron sucked his teeth, made a face, and threw it back to him like, man, get buckets. And he shot that 3. That's a confidence builder right there, Jack.
And LeBron, that's why you casual watchers out there, that's what you miss. Because remember when they was mad when LeBron kept giving it to Cam Reddish?
Yeah.
Them threes, because LeBron knows I'm going to need that shot in the playoffs. When he passed it back to Russell, he said, I'm going to need him at 10 on his confidence if we're going to take out SGA. So don't sleep on D'Angelo Russell. He's proven a lot of his detractors wrong. And the Lakers got him now. The Lakers like, yo, we got him playing like this. On that contract is a steal now.
Yeah, and shout out to ownership, Jack, because they could have easily overreacted and made that trade, but he said the right trade wasn't out there, and he proved to be a lot smarter than the rest of us.
Yes, gotta give it up.
Yeah, Jack. So let's move on, Jack. So we got Julius Randle, man. Sad news with Julius Randle, Jack. He out for the rest of the season, Jack, after rehabbing for a couple months now. Let me go to my notes real quick. They made the decision today to shut it down. It was rehabbing in New York since January 27th, trying to rehab to get back after that surgery, Jack. And it's just unfortunate, Jack, that he's not going to make it back because New York is really going to need him.
And this, when I saw him and OG Kenobi, when they got together playing, I was like, yo, the Knicks are stacked. They can make that move. They can give Boston, and we didn't have Embiid. I was like, they're probably the second best team in the East. And to lose him and all the Knicks fans that wasn't a fan of Randle, that's going to change now because Brunson, him and Brunson, you need them together. Brunson can't carry that team offensively because nobody else on the team is a shot creator.
Right.
Like Hart needs the pick. Cark is a spot up shooter. DiVincenzo, all the other guys. Randall's the only guy that can really go get his own shot.
And they need OG back too, Jack.
Yeah. Oh man, bad. And I'm trying to figure out what's his status. And it's amazing now when you look back on that trade. Did the Raptors know something that the Knicks didn't do enough research on or something? Because that elbow has been a problem.
Yeah, and I read something that said that, and I guess I just never really followed Toronto like that closely. So apparently he's known for being kind of injury prone, and the Knicks knew that going into it. But with that being said, I mean, with the team as constructed, it was created to do something this year. Like this wasn't a team that was created to do something in the future. They were looking to make a push this year. Brunson is playing. I mean, he won't win MVP, but he's putting up MVP type of numbers.
I think him and SGA been the best 2-point guards this year.
Yeah, beginning of the year we would have said Halliburton, right? But he's kind of faded back some. But Brunson, man, you talking about Dallas. I know things are going well in Dallas with Kyrie. They talking about Kyrie in Dallas like he's Michael Jordan these days.
Y'all got lucky.
But
Dallas that's for sure.
Dallas, they have to miss Brunson, Jack, because he's incredible.
And I'm looking like, he was perfect with Luka. Like that's those here. That is the deepest playoff run Luka had with Brunson. We'll see what happens this year. And on the sidebar, man, the Clippers play the Mavericks in the first round. Yo, that's gonna be my number one series to watch.
Yeah, Jack. So very unfortunate, man.
But we're gonna keep our eyes on OG to see what's going on with that. That's interesting right there, man. Him and you saying he was injury prone.
Yeah,
he might have played 10 games.
Yeah, and the Knicks look good. It was so promising. You thought that Julius Randle was going to come back, and they have a good team, man. So it's just unfortunate for Randle, man, because
I don't know if I said it's a contract year. So,
for Randle?
For OG.
Oh, for OG, okay.
Not for him being injured, that could get, I wonder how that's going to play out in the summer. But unfortunate, because the Knicks fans, was almost there. Orange and blue skies. Stephen A. was sick this morning.
Right. Well, that's good for him. Good for him. Good for him. He needs to knock it off too. Just let it go, Stevie.
Yo,
I think you need to let it go.
Let it go. I'm gonna put a list together.
Remember we talked about it last show. All the people need to let it go. He on the team with LeBron.
Oh,
let it go.
He's the point guard. He's running on that team. Yes, sir.
Somebody sent me a video of him today. It was like all the highlights of all the goofy stuff he did, him shooting air balls and stuff. And he still thinks he's cool. Let it go.
Yo, the way he walks. He walks in the building like he owns it, and it drives me crazy.
Oh, man. All right, Jack. It's time for my favorite segment of the week.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a fact, Jack. Stat of the week.
I hear you, Jack.
All right, Jack. At 21 years old.
21.
And 197 days old. Who was the youngest player to ever lead the league in scoring?
Youngest player. I would say, give me a hint on the years.
I will say if I give you the year, you'll get it.
Gotta be Wilt.
I'll say this.
Who would lead it before Wilt?
He's on the Let It Go list as well. Durant. Kevin Durant.
He was younger than Wilt.
2009. He was the youngest player at 21 years old and 197. Wilt was probably older. You figure by the time he came into the league. So he averaged 30.1 points in the 2009-2010 season. Jack, youngest scoring leader ever.
He's putting them up.
Yeah, and that year he beat LeBron that year by like less than a point. LeBron was older than him, obviously, but that made Durant the youngest scoring champion of all time at 21. Jack,
now 30 points, would that get you like fourth?
you might be 5th or 6th in the league.
Lucky Embiid got hurt. He was 35, dog.
Easy. How about the guy last night? For what was he playing for? Detroit? Averaged 5 points per game and got a 50 piece?
I think his name was Mekhi Flynn. I just happened to see that on the highlights. And he played for the Knicks. He was traded twice this year.
And I saw somebody say, like, there's no defense being played. You can go from 5 points per game to 50. That's a big jump, Jack.
Yo, that list was crazy. Like the lowest points per game score. I seen Tony Delk was on there. He got 51 times, and his career average was 8 points.
Yeah, so I believe this guy last night.
I think at the lowest points per game to score 50. Unbelievable.
Crazy, Jack. Listen, it's exciting watching basketball with all this offense, but defense is extremely lacking.
Ain't gonna do that in the playoffs. Ain't gonna do that now.
Yeah. But that's a fact, Jack. Stat of the week, Jack, and just
as
like
usual,
that,
it was a good one, Jack. Yeah, listen, we're almost out of here, but we want y'all to follow us on all the social medias, Politics as Usual Talk, Facebook, Instagram. We're still on MySpace. I think we still got a page over there. Follow us on our personal pages. And we got to get some shout outs. First, I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Camille Grove. She is doing a solo in the Shrek play today. He's been working hard on that, and we're about to go check her out, break a leg, and shout out to her.
Very nice, very nice. Shout out to her. So I got 2 shout outs. So shout out to the Coatesville 7th grade track and field team, man. Shout out to our boy Eric McCain. He coaches my twins track team. They had their first scrimmage today, so very good job, Coach McCain, and the 7th grade track and field team. And my second shout out to our boy Cliff Pittman, Cliff P. Man. He's been supporting us since the very beginning.
Man,
what's up, my guy? He's out there on that road. You be safe out there on that road, Jack. Shout out to you.
62 days I saw that today. Shout out to you, Cliff.
Sir.
Yo, but they said when you're that Bub makes the kids recite poetry when they don't get the time right. Is that true?
It might be true, Jack.
To be or not to be.
He's turning my twins into philosophers. I love it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. But you know what this is, man? Say something smart.
Listen, iced tea ain't nothing but cool down hot tea. That's all it is, Jack. Just put a couple ice cubes in it, Jack.
Put some ice in it.
Today we're gonna take over the game. Yeah. Still. You know what's going on? Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy, more heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. So it's just a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exact what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah.